Welcome to Altcoin Daily with Bitcoin Gorilla, and today analysis we're going to be looking at no any other coin but what? Tron TRX. By the end of this video, I assure you you're going to understand the fundamentals of Tron as well as the technical analysis, because the most important thing is I'll be drawing this chart from scratch with you, telling you what I am saying based on simple price action. No indicators are allowed in all my charts. Before I jump straight into it, I want to introduce you to my family, Machiavelli Traders. Here, you get to trade with me for a lifetime. But before you come in, you must be trained. This is why we give 3 months intensive training on Zoom. When you come in the training, you're going to be earning and trading as well as learning at the same time. Within that 3 months, you're going to understand trading setup, entry, is it how to read chart, and actually how to trade them. The reason is to prepare you so that you're going to trade with the entire family of Machiavelli traders. We are high leverage trader, and you can see we are very open with our results. We share our results in the house with everyone. We share every trade. We take the trade together and we succeed together. And at the same time, we lose together. Now, the most beautiful thing about trading with me is you're going to get access to trading books, over 200 trading books. You're going to get access to my trading plan. You're going to get buy and sell recommendations. You're going to get a lot of goodies that comes with trading with the family, and it's a one-time payment for a lifetime access, which means we have three membership: sports traders membership, futures traders membership, and staking, depending on what membership that you want, depending on what you are after, depending on your trading style. We have all trading for you available, and access is only open 3 times a year. Access is only open 3 times a year: January, May, and October. So currently, if you go to the website, it's going to tell you that this access is closed, and access will be opening 3rd January. Admission will be open for you to come in. 10 days from now, Machiavelli Traders will be open, and you can come and learn, and not just learning. You're going to trade with me for a lifetime. You're going to get mentorship from me for a lifetime. So it's a lot of goodies, and we're constantly growing and learning, which means everything I learn, I share with Machiavelli Traders. And there are so many traders you're going to be trading with. It's a community, so not just me. So if you want to join me and learn the strategy I use here, the laws, and how I trade them to make such amazing, fantastic results, come to Machiavelli Traders. You will be trained. So let's jump back into our analysis. Tron currently is trading at 0.08255, right? Which currently is one of the altcoins you don't know, I don't know. We're going to find out together if it's going to be one of the altcoin for 2022 best investment. We're going to find out. The all-time high that this coin has ever hit was around 4 years ago at 0.3004. But since then, this altcoin Tron has lost 72% of this move, and currently, like I said, it's trading at 0.08255. The all-time low, the lowest this price has ever hit on Tron is 0.001091. So what is Tron? According to CoinMarketCap, Tron is a blockchain-based operating system, an operating system that aims to ensure that technology is suitable for daily use. Whereas Bitcoin can handle up to 6 transactions per second, Ethereum can handle up to 25 transactions per second. Tron claims that it can handle the capacity of 2,000 transactions per second. Now, this is quite impressive. And Tron says that it is a decentralized platform focused on content sharing and entertainment. And to end it all, one of the biggest acquisition by Tron is BitTorrent back in 2022. I don't know if you've heard about BitTorrent, the torrent app where you use decentralized internet, you own your content as well as private browsing and a lot of things. Now, a lot of things go down with what um when it comes to BitTorrent. And currently, they have a big user base, is one of the biggest in terms of private browsing or private internet, centralized internet. Now, what makes Tron so unique is that Tron has positioned itself as an environment where content creators can connect with their audience directly by eliminating centralized platform, by eliminating middlemen, whether they are streaming services, apps, or music sites. The creator owns all their content and all their profit when it comes to the centralized web with Tron. It is hoped that creators won't end up losing as much commission to middlemen. In turn, it's this also make content less expensive for consumer, given that the entertainment section is increasingly become digitized. Everything entertainment is going digitized. Tron could have a hard. See, I think Tron is in a good way trying to help the internet creators keep their money, because majority of the time you create and the middleman take chunk of your profit and you are left with whatever is left. As a creator, Tron is trying to change all of that. So let's go to the Tron network and see what the Tron site looks like. So this is the Tron network, and according to Tron, currently there's a total number of users of 68 million users, over 2 billion transaction, 2.7 billion transaction, and a lot of things are still going on. Now, according to Tron, that their blockchain is the fastest growing, and this is, if you look closely, this is what the community looks like. You can see that the community is filled with the app. Tron allows the app creators to build on top of their um app. That's what is the app? Decentralized applications, applications that give power to the people, applications that let you be with no middleman, struggling to, there's no middleman. Those kind of applications is what Tron is actually promoting. At the same time, Tron talk about BitTorrent chain, and they just did an upgrade to a redenomination to BitTorrent. So with BitTorrent under Tron, Sun under Tron, and as well as TRS under Tron, it gives Tron these three coins, these three services are quite strong services that Justin Sun is trying to offer. And I think that Tron has quite a good future, since Tron is the major one that carries Sun and BTT. Um, the ecosystem has acquired a lot of projects to this point, and if you really check the man behind this company called Justin, he's a publicity stunt kind of person. He likes publicity, he can do anything for publicity. And what we know about the crypto space is coins blow up as a result of publicity, and most times this publicity end up turning into demand, and this is the power that social media has on the whole world. So with Justin going into entertainment and trying to decentralize the entertainment world, he's this publicity stunt person, and publicity is about entertainment and entertainment is about publicity. The two go hand in hand, and he has a way of getting himself always to the top of news, which makes a lot of people fall for these things, and giving him upper hand to attract a lot of investors. And he's doing quite good because his contract, the Sun and the BTT, seems to be good, right? So if Tron, you believe that decentralized web is going to take a long time to really gain up, then think about the added services he has added to Tron, like BTT and Sun, which gives Tron even an upper hand. So this really makes Tron quite interesting. And this guy called Justin, this guy has worked with Ripple, right? He once upon a time was Ripple representative on China, in terms of China, right? He was Ripple's representative in China, giving this guy a big, strong um publicity and a lot of things. So this guy has experience when it comes to the blockchain industry. He's not new to all of this. He has been in the game for quite some time. But will all of this sell the coin? Obviously, let's see what the price has to say, right? If we now know the fundamentals, let's look at the price. So the first thing I'm going to get, this is the weekly chart. I'm going to get my support and resistance. So these are my support and resistance, my obvious in your face support and resistance. So I'm going to go ahead and map out the rest of the areas I'm seeing that has reactions in the past. And you can see there's a clear one right there, and there's another one right here, another one right here, and I can obviously get one right here. Now with all of this, I will say, let's move it down here. So with all of this, the lies are not good enough, so I'm going to implement the Bitcoin Gorilla box strategy. So that's what I'm going to bring in now, and it's going to help me to determine where Tron is going to nest. So this is the box. So I'm going to try to get the support and resistance of the box as usual. The support I'm seeing here is quite slim for the big box, so that's the support. So I'm going to try to get the resistance area. So this is the support and resistance, quite very slim, right? So let's move further. I can see that price has also been acting out since it gets to this point. So after getting that, I'm going to try to get the support and resistance as well. So I'm going to use the color blue for that. And I'm going to get the resistance area as well. So I've gotten my support and I've gotten my resistance. So the next thing I want to do is I want to see if I can get trend lines, bias line. Let me see if the bias line, the obvious in my face, I can see I've gotten one, and it looks like I could get another one. Now mind you, this is weekly chart, higher time frame, and I feel like they have somehow developed another bias line on the daily chart. So this, we need two touches, right? This is one and this is two, and obviously it looks like there's a missing touch, and the touch seems to be missing because there's a new bias line that has been developing as well. So I can see that there's a clear fresh bias line that they have been developing, but how strong is this bias line? Because I can see that there's no coincidence that at the same time you can see that this our line, this line right here, is being respected, right? This line right here, and you can see there's a meeting point between our line going up and this line, and that is where they are right now, which is a point to take note of. But the question now is this line strong enough to hold them to bounce back to this point, or they will seek this support? And that's a question we're going to be answering. So there's a two direction we're going to be looking at, but first let's see if we're going to get a seller's line. That is the buyer's line. How about the seller's line? Let's see if we can get one together. Now mind you, if you like my strategy, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to get analysis like this. And when you subscribe, don't forget to click the notification bell so that you get notified. If you don't subscribe and if you don't click the notification bell, you're not going to get notified. YouTube just only have a way of notifying those who actually click the notification bell and permit notification. So don't forget to click that bell. So looking at this chart, I have a clear overview of what the price is likely going to do next, and I'm about to tell you what I'm saying. So according to this chart, what I'm saying is, can we actually get another seller's line? Let's see if we can get a channel. Now this is an expanding channel. It's an expanding channel, and this is something we would like to look closer. So from the way this chart is looking like, I will tell you this. This is a better support because this entire range is a support. This entire range is a support. But this entire range is a resistance, and this entire range is also a resistance. Now when I talk about support and resistance, support is when a price is going down, the point where it gets to and it stops going down, either pauses or changes direction and reverse back up. That's a support. That's a demand area. Support is always a demand area. Like the law of demand says that when price is going down, supply tend to decrease and demand tends to increase. Now this is the demand area. In terms of resistance, is the opposite. It's area where price gets to get rejected, pause, and then start going back when price is going up. And these areas are known as supply area. And as it's known that when price goes up, supply tend to increase. And this is the cause of the resistance area where supply increase. So from this chart, knowing what support and resistance, and we finding the current support and resistance from this obvious point, yeah, this is a support, but it's a weak one, which means price could go up and then come right back down, like just hit this point and come right back down to this point before it could take another way up to this point. Now that is my opinion, my first move that I see happen. Now if this fails, either it goes like that or it takes a dive down. I see this dive down having more like 65% to happen. Now also, don't disrespect the buyers, don't disrespect the bulls, because the support you might think will break will end up not breaking, and the one you think that will not break will end up breaking. This is the reason why we should not ignore this point where they are. The reason is that they are already trying to build this. Yes, I know it's weak, but the weakness, you don't know how much support, how much demand is lying on it. So baby, what is it? Sorry, my dog. um you don't know how much demand is lying here because it's a demand zone. Even though the demand is quite very low, it is capable of taking price back to this point, to this 0.11 area. So depending on the demand we have here, it could either take it, but if the supply here is a lot, then we're going to get rejection at that point and it's going to seek this. So I see a little more support around here, which is going to give us a double bottom, and this is going to require a lot of patience. If you are actually trading Tron, you're going to be very patient with Tron, especially in 2022, because there's going to be something I see happening like this, and that is going to quite take a time and could be frustrating. So what I see happening is price is likely going to move like this and then go like this, then return and go up like this. Now I must consider the fact that this entire area is top. Baby, I'm coming. Hold on. I'm almost done. You have to consider the fact that this area is support, which means when price returns, price could enter here and end up here. So yes, price could maintain this line, but price could go further. If the sell-off continues, it could go further to this point. So take note of this point. But I don't really see it breaking down this point. I don't see it breaking below this point. I see this price actually holding this point. But yes, Tron is going to get a little more pullback. But if they hold up, I like being open minded. This price could just move to this point. But I don't see that easily move of breaking this area because the resistance is quite much and the support is quite far. So for Tron, I think you're going to be needing a lot of patience. This is what I see happening in 2022 with Tron. But Tron has the chances of actually retesting this 0.18 in 2022. It could be probably around the end, I don't know, but it's going to take time. you're just going to need patience. I'm not going to give you a time range, but you're going to need patience with Tron. So this is what I see on Tron. I remember Bitcoin Gorilla. If you like my strategy, subscribe. Be patient with Tron. Go and stake your coin if you're on Tron, because Tron gives you reward for holding the coin and putting it in the right platform and staking. I remember Bitcoin